So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Texas.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The shotgun handoff here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
A good push up front here, in this back, I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
First and 10 now, clock running, final minute of the quarter. Looking for some space. It's ETN. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Now it's second down here. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to throw it on first down. They misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, what a grab! He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
Clemson getting set with a first and 10 coming up. He finds some space. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump on top now here in the fourth. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Gets into space at the 50. Excellent catch and run by the sophomore. The Longhorns come to the line in a hurry-up.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try PAT. PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Offense is back out there. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the 1st down. Let's move the sticks.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And it's incomplete. Should have been intercepted. You don't see him make a mistake like that too often.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And went out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The clock has stopped and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Need some important yards here in third down. A field goal try here would be from 59 yards out. Trying to convert to the sneak. Did not get there. And now it's going to bring up fourth down and 1. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Their last chance here. Bringing pressure. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal, Tim. Hold your breath here. He knocks it through with confidence. With a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
But there's nothing more impressive to me than a kicker that can come through in the clutch. Gives them the lead here in the fourth quarter, but there's still time left for a final drive, so their defense will have to step up.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. It all comes down to this. National championship on the line, down late in the game. Can they make something happen right now? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. First down and more. He's still running. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man to the left, big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense, big game. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Here we go. Final minutes of this national championship game. Can this quarterback step up and become a hero? Looking to pass here on second down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And it comes down to this in the national championship. Close game. Final minutes. Can this quarterback step up and make a winning play? And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. Makes it look easy. And that ties the game in the final minute of regulation.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen to try to win it in regulation? Let's see. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Sylvia. The offense spends a timeout here. There's 16 seconds remaining. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Boy, they are not letting up from targeting this stud receiver. He has absolutely got to be driving this defense mad, and they nearly got another big one there.
Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
And he'll drop back here on third down. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. And they get him down, and that'll do it for regulation. 4 quarters can't decide it. We're going to OT. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll give it to the back. He shreds the tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably
trying for a pick 6 to win the game. That's it. Game over. The defense makes the decisive play to win it in overtime.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring, or the game is over.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. He's going to hand this off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Hands off to the left. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Trap him for a sack.
What a job by this defense to come up with that stop. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. And now, big decision for this offense in overtime. Do you go for it to try to eventually get the touchdown, or do you settle for 3 in the field goal?
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. He's got it, and that's ball game. A walk-off field goal to win this one.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Clemson Tigers.